Buzzy!
Yes, sir.
How come Martin GRanville isn't out for football?
Well, you ought to know. You played football with his father.
Why the smile? Old dummy GRanville was a mighty good player.
Sure he was. For the other side.
Every year, Franklin has to have its dummy GRanville.
Gaines? Gaines, as captain of this squad, you might be doing something more constructive during spring football practice.
I know you're in a hurry, Marty.
Thanks, Johnny.
Come on, Marty. We gotta work for a living.
Oh, I'm coming.
Heads up! Look out!
I've got it.
Now, that's the kind of a man we need in the backfield.
Boy, that's the time we showed him. Come on, Marty. You'll be late at the drugstore. And I've got a dozen suits to press for Abe before dinner. Come on.
Why don't you bury the hatchet?
Sorry, Coach. I'd do a lot for you, but not that. My father and you were on the same team when Martin's father ran the wrong way for a touchdown. Our families don't get along very well.
But you're fraternity brothers.
Sure, Cain and Abel were brothers, too. For that matter, you're a member of the same fraternity. Why don't you?
GRanville,
Yes, sir.
you've been at Franklin 3 years. Why haven't you gone out for the team?
Well, that's a funny question for you to ask, Coach. You knew my father. Football's caused too much trouble in my family.
It's almost 30 years since your father pulled that boner.
If you think 30 years could make Franklin forget, take a look at that dummy. Dummy GRanville. No, thanks. There have been enough dummy GRanvilles in my family. Besides, you'll be out here for another hour. I have to hurry. I'll be late for my job.
I know you're working your way. But there are other jobs. Maybe we could find one that would take less of your time.
That's awfully nice of you, Coach. but I'd rather work this out on my own.
But listen, my boy.
Abby, there's another reason. The last thing I promised my father was that I wouldn't play football.
Your father and I used to be pretty good pals. Would it do any good if I talked to him?
I doubt it, sir.
Listen, Marty. Abe is going to...
Yes, I know. Abe's going to fire you if you don't press those pants. Mr. Panopoulos is going to do the thing to me if I don't jerk sodas for that 4 o'clock rush. Thanks for your interest, Mr. Rodney.
Well, this team needs a good quarterback. Hasn't the boy any weakness that I can go to work on?
He has a weakness, all right. Not that it'll do him any good.
What's her name?
Oh, now look, Coach,
What's her name?
Pat Meredith. But she's my...
I don't care who she is. I'm going to put her to work right away.
Hello, Coach.
Hello, Pat. Listen, you like Franklin, don't you?
Oh, I love it.
And you love the football team?
Are you speaking collectively or individually?
What I mean is you've got a lot of this college die-for dear old alma mater spirit, haven't you?
That all depends. What are you leading up to, Coach?
We need Martin GRanville on the football squad. I want you to give him a little pep talk.
Martin GRanville? Gee, Coach, I thought you wanted me to do you a favor. You're doing me one.
Well, I guess I'm a deuce. I guess I'm a deuce. Hello, Marty. How about a chocolate malt?
You heard what Mr. Panopoulos said.
Well, what Mr. Panopoulos doesn't know won't hurt him.
What you're suggesting smacks very much of dishonesty to me, Hank. Now, run along. Oh, hello, Pat.
Hello, Marty.
Hello, Pat.
Hello, Jack. Make me a hot foot sundae, will you, Marty?
Sure.
Aren't you going to speak to me?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
On your way, little boy. I'm here on the team's business.
All right. But make sure it is the team's business.
Well, if I ever get any money, there's going to be some changes made around this culture factory. Listen, Marty, if you'd only be reasonable. Traitor.
Sit down, Marty. What's the matter? Afraid of me?
No, not of you. But of losing my job. You better eat it before the fudge gets cold.
I didn't want the sundae anyway. I wanted to talk to you. You haven't called me for a long time, Martin. Is anything the matter?
Well, you seem to be sort of busy and...
I'm not as busy as all that. I've been waiting for you to call. Don't you like me anymore, Martin?
Well, that's not it at all, Pat, and you know it. Only, well, I'm not in a position to meet much competition just now, and competition's a pretty mild word for what I'd be up against you.
That's a very clumsy compliment, Marty, and it isn't true at all. There's never been any competition where you're concerned. I've been holding the junior prom tonight for you.
Oh, really?
Will you call for me?
Sure.
About 8, Marty, and don't be late.
All right.
And bring Hank along. My cousin's in town. We'll make a party of it.
Sure.
Goodbye.
The chocolate malted milk. 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 The chocolate malted milk.
Well, what are you making such a face about?
I'm concentrating.
What on?
The chocolate malted milk. The chocolate malted milk. The chocolate malted milk. Well, I'll be. Next time I'm going to concentrate on having a malted milk with an egg in it.
Never mind the milk. Try concentrating on a couple of tuxedos for a change. Get over to Abe's and beg, borrow, or steal suits for tonight. We've got a date.
Oh, be reasonable, Marty. You know A.B. You know he won't.
It's tuxedos we want, not alibis. Meet me at the house when you have them, and not 1 minute before. Understand? Here, take your hat.
What's the good of concentrating on a chocolate malted milk if you can't drink it in peace? I don't know what Abe's going to do when he finds a couple of suits missing, but who cares? If Pat's cousin is as good as she says she is, he'll fit.
Well, I hope you got a couple of good ones while you were at it.
Boy, they're Lulus. Here you are, Bo Brummel.
Say, is this your idea of a Lulu?
Martin, I strongly suspect foul play. These were perfectly good suits when I took them.
Foul play is right. And there's just one guy around here foul enough to pull a stunt like this.
Where are you going?
I have to telephone Pat and tell her we'll be late. Get the knots out of my clothes for me, will you, Hank?
Well, wait a minute. How about a pair of pants?
Try concentrating on them.
If Marty thinks he can treat me like this,
I had a hunch something like this would happen. That's why I dropped the round.
I'm glad you did, Jack. Just let me call my cousin and we'll go. Mr. Gaines is taking us to the prom, Connie. Hurry This is a surprise, Coach. I didn't think the junior prom was in your line.
It isn't. I came to see you.
Oh, that's a bigger surprise. I didn't think that sort of thing was in your line either.
Now, stop vamping me, Pat. I'm an old man, and I don't like to be kidded. But how are you doing with young Granville?
I'm not. Your young Granville broke a date with me tonight. And I've severed diplomatic relations with him. We're at war.
Then you'll have to declare an armistice. I need that boy on my team, and you have to help me get him there.
I'll consider it, if he looks properly repentant. Hello, Buzz.
Hello.
Where have you been all evening?
Looking for you.
Well, I don't know what you have to worry about. You at least have a pair of pants, and when Abe finds out about me borrowing these tuxedos, I won't have a job. Gee, I hope Pat's cousin's worth all this trouble.
Do you mind, Coach?
Go ahead. I'll be here, Pat, if anything develops.
If it doesn't, it won't be my fault.
Say, there's Pat now with Buzzy Vincent.
Hey! Wait a minute. What about me?
I'll bite. What about you? Hi, fella.
You always do things like that.
Pardon me, Buzzy.
I should be angry with you, Marty. What's the use of trying? Why the costume? This is a junior prom, not a masquerade.
Well, see, I had...
And where's Hank? Pat's cousin's looking for him.
Oh, she'll meet him soon enough. He's coming. I hope.
Good. Tell Connie, will you, Bud?
Oh, it'll be a pleasure.
Pants. Pants. Nice dark pants with maybe a black silk stripe down the side. Pants with some pleats around the waist, but the pleats are not necessary. Pants. Pants.
So what else was I to think? He said you had received a telegram and were going to be late. Well, naturally, I believed him.
Trousers. Oh, pants. 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 Pants.
Davy. Yeah. Aren't you the man Hank Durkee works for?
That's right.
I've got something funny to tell you.
Come on. Good. I like funny things. Just will you wait a minute, please?
Come on, you'll appreciate this.
I'm sorry I told you, Marty. Jack didn't mean anything. It was only a joke.
I'm getting a little fed up with Jack and his jokes. Let's go outside for a minute.
Hello, dummy. So you got here at last. I was afraid you wouldn't make it, so I brought Pat along for you.
Marty, don't, please.
You're running up an awful bill you'll have to settle one of these days.
Don't worry, dummy. I can settle it.
Marty,
Say it.
Marty, please listen to me. Come on out. I want to talk to you. Please, you did want from there, you know.
The Scotchman said, well, there it goes.
Pants. Pants. Pants.
Do you hear the one about the...
Pants. Pants.
The thing? Driving me crazy.
Oh, it's funny, too. I don't see why you and Jack can't get along. He's really awfully nice.
It's a family matter, Pat. You wouldn't understand. Jack thinks I won't turn out for football because I've lost my nerve.
Well, then the only thing for you to do is to show him he's wrong. Go out for the team and play a better game than he does.
That's easier said than done, Pat. I've promised my father I wouldn't play. Besides, I don't even know if I'm coming back to Franklin next fall.
Not coming back. Why, Marty, you don't mean to say that you're quitting.
Well, why shouldn't I quit? Do you think this sort of thing, jerking sodas in the campus sweet shop, is fun? You people that have everything handed to you on a silver platter get a funny idea on things. What do you know about working your way through college? Summer vacation to you means parties, dancing, having a lot of fun. Summer vacation is when my work really starts. I had a wire from my father last night. Here. He's broke. Can't operate his mind because old Lyman Gaines, Jack's father, has a lien on it. If I want to come back for my senior year, I'll have to raise $500 somehow between now and September.
Well, then raise it.
How?
That's your problem, Marty. And it's a big problem. But I know you'll solve it. Because you aren't the sort of person to let a thing like this throw you. Are you?
Well, if you say I'm not, I guess you're right.
And you'll try and make your father change his mind.
I'll do my best.
Oh, say, are you Mr. Durkee?
Yeah.
I'm Connie, Pat's cousin.
Oh, that's fine. See, you got me doing it. Do you always miss?
No, only when I'm speaking.
You gonna do? There's no need for violence, baby. I'll come to you. Well, come on, then.
Oh, Pat.
Your fraternity pin? Oh, Marty, you're so sweet to me. When you're an all-American quarterback, I'll be the proudest girl at Franklin.
This is a fine state of affairs. I wired Granville to meet me here so I could ask him as a favor to let his son play football. And what do I find? I find you two hyenas who are old enough to know better ruining your friendship, your business, and your son's career by keeping up an argument that started 28 years ago and should have been forgotten.
Well, my business is sound. My son's all right. After all, why should I lend money to Granville? He pulled a boner once, he's likely to pull another one.
I'm not asking you to lend me money, you old fossil. I'm asking you to put your money into the mine so I can go ahead and operate.
Well, the mine belongs to me as much as it does to you.
Exactly. And you're cutting off your own nose to spite your face.
Yes, and it's my face.
It's a cinch no one else would try to cut.
Quiet, please.
Gaines, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're acting like a sophomore. And as for you, dummy, pardon me. I mean Granville.
No, go ahead, call him dummy. It fits him.
Now look here, Gaines. I've taken all I'm going to take from you.
Well, then get out. I've said my last word on the subject. You can take it any way you like.
No, I can't.
Oh.
You'd have me jailed for assault and battery.
Is that so? Well, now.
One of these days, Gaines, you're going to wake up and realize that you left college nearly 30 years ago. It's going to be a great shock to you.
Oh, Miss Ravel.
Yes, sir.
Miss Ravel, send Jack a check for $2,500.
Yes, sir.
He'll need that for expenses this summer.
Listen, Dad. You're getting it here and I'm getting it in college. There's just one way to stop it.
How?
I want you to let me go out for football.
Go out for football? Why, I don't know even how you're going back to college. Your tuition.
I'll take care of that, Dad. Somehow. What I want now is your release from that promise.
You know what one bonehead play did for me, son. Now, I'm just afraid that...
Listen, Dad. I may not have learned much at college, but I have learned this. When anything begins to buffalo you, the only thing to do is to go out and lick it.
Provided it doesn't lick you.
I'll take my chances on that. The coach says he'll get me a job in the circulation department of the newspaper. Oh, how about it, Dad?
All right, son. If that's the way you feel about it, go ahead. And in case you need any coaching on the finer points of the game, just call on me.
Great. Well, all I have to do now is to raise $500 by September. Not bad, huh? 5 a.m. and we're all finished.
It's still work, and I'm temperamentally unfitted for work. I'll be rich soon, though. I'm concentrating on that now.
What are you going to do then?
You're laughing at me, but I don't care. People laughed at Fulton when he invented the telephone. Just wait.
Well, while I'm waiting, take a look at the write-up they gave the Lawrence Aggies. We're going to have a tough game Saturday.
Football, baseball, swimming in the tank. All you guys think about is athletics. What about your minds?
What's the matter? Now, what's happening? Where are you going? Hey, come back. Hey, what? Well, of all the luck. Maybe there's something to this concentration business.
All right, let's go. Come on then.
You didn't overstep yourself, did you, Lou? Franklin looks pretty good to me.
Who won against that bunch of farmers? Wait till they play Augusta on Thanksgiving. That'll be different. Besides, the whole team is built around Jack Gaines. Take him out and there'll be nothing left.
Take him out?
Think you can do it?
What do you think?
Look at that pass.
All right, let's go. Come on then.
All right.
Give me the ball again, and I'll take it over for a touchdown.
Nothing doing. The coach's orders were to follow the 42.
I carried it this far. You're not going to cheat me out of a touchdown.
I'm calling him as I was told. 42, fellas.
All right, let's go. Come on then.
Be over, sir.
And the final score, Abraham?
Nothing, sir. Favor Franklin.
Excellent. We can go home now.
Very well, sir.
These athletic contests are so emotionally exhausting.
Begging your pardon, sir, but there's a Mr. Ashley here to see you.
Mr. Ashley?
Yes, sir.
Has he an appointment?
No, but he has a blonde.
Oh, well, that's different. A blonde, huh?
Uh-huh.
Listen, Granville, what was the idea of that freak play?
Well, it worked, didn't it?
Sure, it worked. The fact that that grandstand fish scored a touchdown doesn't mean a thing. There's no room on this squad for a quarterback who can't obey orders. Understand?
Yes, sir. I understand.
It won't be long now, Buzz, before you're back at quarter.
Oh, if Marty's a better quarterback than I am, it's all right with me. I'm thinking of the team. And don't get me wrong, Jack.
I won't get you wrong, Buzz.
Now, isn't that remarkable that you should discover that about me the very first time we meet? I'd like to go further into the subject with you sometime. What are you doing tonight?
Here comes Mr. Gaines, Hank. You promised to introduce yourself.
Oh, sure. Hey, Jack. Buzzy, come here a minute. Jack, this is Miss Harding, Mr. Ashley,
How do you do?
Mr. Gaines, and Mr. Vincent.
How do you do?
How do you
How do you
do?
do, Mr. How do you do, Mr. Vincent?
How are you?
How did it happen you weren't in the game today, Mr. Vincent? I've always admired your play.
Thank you. I don't know. I guess this fellow Granville has just a little too much in the ball for me.
I think that Statue of Liberty play of yours, Mr. Gaines, was the most thrilling touchdown of the game.
Well, I did steal a bit of a march on the boys.
Indeed you did. How would you like to buy me a soda?
I'd love it.
Abby, you're not my best friend, are you?
Well, hardly, Mr. Durkee. Before you struck oil, I was your employer. Now I'm your gentleman's gentleman. But I'd hardly call myself your best friend.
No. Even if you were, you wouldn't tell me what I want to know.
Thank you. A strawberry sundae, Mr. Panopoulos, please.
Make that two, my good man, and heavy on the whipped cream.
There's nothing more I have to tell you. You know what we're up against tomorrow. There's no use kidding ourselves.
That's awfully sweet of you, Hank. I'd love to. But I have a date with either Marty or Jack as soon as the coach lets them out.
With either of them?
Well, whichever one gets here first.
Well, I don't mind trying to beat one football player's time, but when it comes to the whole squad, it's time for me to look for fresh pastures.
Hank, be careful of that blonde at the counter. She's pretty strong medicine for little millionaires.
But can this little millionaire take his medicine?
The lineup for the kickoff tomorrow will be Salam, right half. Harris, full. Kogart, left half. Granville, quarter. Dietz, right end. Darrow, right tackle. O'Grady, right guard. Shirley, center. Carroll, left guard. King, left tackle. And Gaines, left end. Good night, boys. And remember, everyone is to be in bed by 10 o'clock. Those are orders.
Sorry, Buzz. See you later. I've got to get down to the drugstore and beat Granville.
Yeah.
Hello, Pat. Am I late?
Well, you're earlier than Marty is. You know, I promised I'd see him tonight.
Well, that's all right. I'll let you see him. From a distance.
Hello, Pat. Sorry, I thought you were alone.
She was, dummy, until I came along. Too bad you weren't here.
Sit down, Marty. Have something to drink.
No, thanks. My father's coming in the morning, and I have to make some reservations.
Come on, Pat. Stop worrying. Now, if you're going to get sentimental over me. I have to meet Buzzy Vincent in a few minutes, and, well, you can't start too soon.
A lot of guys in my position would have become conceited, but not me.
No, not you, Hank.
No, indeed. You see, I learned early in life that if you really want anything, you can get it, if you concentrate hard enough. If you want a chocolate malted milk, you concentrate. If you want $1 million, you concentrate.
And what are you concentrating on now?
Well, in my position, I have a future to consider. I'm thinking of choosing a wife.
Would you mind looking the other way? I don't want you to get any ideas in your head.
Oh, that would be impossible. No. I mean, that is, oh, shucks.
Your fraternity pin? Oh, Jack, you're so sweet to me. I'll take awfully good care of it. And when you're playing football tomorrow, I'll be the proudest girl at Franklin.
Now, how about the tea dance after the game?
Oh, Jack, you know I promised Marty that.
Oh, forget about Marty for a while. You know the football season's over after tomorrow.
Oh, what's that got to do with it?
Everything. You know you were only nice to him, so he'd go out for the team. Well, you've done your job. Now how about being nice to me for a change?
Do you mind saying that over again? I believe I misunderstood you.
No, dummy. You didn't misunderstand. I'm sorry you overheard me, but you might as well know the truth. You've been played for a sucker from the start.
Marty, don't. It isn't true, Marty. Really.
You'd better go home.
Please, Marty. Not anymore.
Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt him. He has to play football tomorrow. You'd better go home like I told you.
All right, Marty.
Come on, get up. You're not that badly hurt. Mr. Panopoulos, you come in here, please.
Athletes, brawlers, roisters, developing their bodies while their minds are allowed to go to rack and ruin. What if Jack Gaines is the captain of the team? Does that make him the captain of his soul? No.
Listen, fella.
An Alka-Seltzer will fix him up.
I've taken all I'm going to take from you. The only reason you aren't hurt worse is that we need you in that game tomorrow. Now, when Panopoulos gets you fixed up, you'd better get to bed. And if you're not to bed in 15 minutes, I'll find you and rock you to sleep.
Why, you pig. Wait a minute. You need something stronger than that to drink. My car's parked right outside. We'll take care of that jaw of yours. We'll show that big palooka he can't dictate to you, eh?
That suits me. Morning, Buzz. I'm with you.
Come on, Fuzzy.
Oh, well, from tomorrow. I hope.
Well, what's the matter with you? Lovelorn again?
Love. Huh. A snare and a delusion. I don't mind being cut out once in an evening, but twice is too much. When Pat Meredith left me for you and Jack, I took it on the chin and smiled. But when on top of that Fluff Harding ditches me to take Jack Gaines and Buzzy Vincent off to ice, that's much too much. I quit.
You mean to tell me that Fluff Harding took for me? I may be late.
Well, what...
After all, Buzzy, you were the first-string quarterback for 2 years until that month. And you, Jackie, are the captain of the team. Don't forget that.
That's right. Yeah, he's the captain. I am the captain of the team. Well, you'll go back in there and tell them where to get off that.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's have another little drink first, huh?
Oh,
Waiter.
Hey, waiter! Waiter! Waiter!
Waiter, look. Same thing all around, please. Huh?
They're sending the waiter over for more scotch and sodas. Tim, this time you better use some of your special scotch. I come first after everyone else. Oh, that's too bad, Buzzy. What you need is a drink. Where are those drinks? Where are those drinks? Come in right away, Mr. Gaines. Thank you very much. Treat those drinks carefully. They're worth money to me. Yes, sir. Tim, how about placing a little bet on Franklin for tomorrow?
Not me, Mr. Ashley. I'm playing my money with yours.
Oh, well, my goodness, I thought for a minute that we had webbed feet or something. They're very funny cracks. Thank you very much.
Hey, Jack, don't you think we had about enough?
Just one more.
Just one more for Fluff. Just one more.
Come on, boys. Bottoms up.
Put that down, Captain.
Why, not guy, You can't do that.
Hey, can't you see this is a frame-up? Get out of here.
Rodney speaking.
Rodney, this is Leo Ashley. I want you to keep that football squad of yours out of my roadhouse. A bunch of them came in here tonight drunk and wrecked the place and...
Drunk? You must be mistaken, Mr. Ashley. My boys are in training. They were all in bed an hour ago.
Yeah? Well, if you'll go over to the Sigma Lambda fraternity house, you'll find some of them who weren't. And listen here. Hello. Hello. All of which goes to prove the truth in the old adage. There's more than one way to kill a cat.
Say, babe, you better take care of that eye.
Huh?
No.
Here, what's going on in here?
Nothing. Keep your shirt on. Come on, we gotta keep Buzzy hidden. Get out of there. Take this bed, Buzzy. Hello, boy. I'll take Jack to his room and take care of him.
Well, who's going to take care of me? Where am I going to sleep?
Oh, go in the living room, in the Davenport, in the bathtub. It doesn't make any difference.
It doesn't make any difference. Huh.
Granville,
Yes, sir.
you've been out tonight.
Yes, I have, but...
Now, don't bother to explain. I know the whole story. And even if I didn't, my nose would tell me you smell like a distillery. Where's Jack Gaines?
In his room, asleep.
Were any of the other boys with you? Too bad, Granville. There's no need for me to say I'm disappointed in you. You can turn in your uniform tomorrow.
No, you don't. Let go of me. I heard what Coach said, and I'm not going to let you do this for me, Martin.
I'm not doing this for you, Buzz. I'm not doing it for Jack. I'm doing it for the good of the team. Now, I want you to keep your mouth shut.
All right, Marty. And I'm not
That's
gonna...
all there is to it. Now, you get in Hank's bed and get a good night's rest.
Hello. This is Pat speaking. Hank, you shouldn't be calling me so late. What's the matter?
Yeah, I know it's late, but I have to talk to somebody. Every time I start to talk, people walk away from me. It's happened 3 times tonight, and now I can't even sleep in my own bed. What's wrong with me anyway?
You poor boy. You need someone to mother you. Come over the first thing in the morning and we'll have breakfast together.
All right. Good night, Pat.
Good night, honey.
Pat. 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 Pat.
I can't make it out, Buzz. I don't know what the coach has got against Marty.
Come here, Granville. I'm sorry I lost my temper last night, Martin. But you see what I'm up against? You can't run a football team without discipline. Take a look at those boys. They think that football begins and ends with this game. It doesn't. They'll be playing football at Franklin long after you and I and these boys have left. But they'll never play good football without discipline. You and I don't matter. The game does.
You realize this was to have been my last game.
You should have realized that last night. It's tough, Granville. I know it is. But... all right, fellas. I'm not going to ask you to go out and die for your old Franklin, but I do ask you to give me a football game. I've taught you all I could in the time we've had. It's too late to tell you any more now. So go out and give me a game. I'll be satisfied if we're not ashamed of ourselves 2 hours from now. All right, get out on the field.
Out there. Come on, that's a pep. That's a boy. Give him a game.
I'm sorry.
Just the curse of the Granvilles cropping up again. We've no right to play football.
But you...
Nothing for you to worry about, fella. Hadn't you better get out there?
Look here, dummy. I mean, Martin. I've given you rotten breaks all along. You were pretty decent to me last night, and... well, if I can do anything for you, you just let me know.
You can, Jack. Go on out there and show those mugs some real football.
Keep your eye on me, dummy. Marty.
Dummy's all right, Jack. I'm used to it.
Gee, a grand-looking bunch of boys. Well, I'll be...
Captain Summers, Captain Gaines. Your choice. Ed. All right. We kick. Kick, north or south?
You'll take the south corner.
All right, sir.
Good luck.
Begging your pardon, sir, but the first quarter's just ended. The score is 0-0.
I trust Mr. Granville has sufficiently distinguished himself.
Mr. Granville isn't playing, sir.
Not playing? Scandalous. Don't bother me again until Mr. Granville is not only definitely playing, but is the hero of the hour.
Very well, sir.
That son of yours out there, dummy. You suppose he could have made a mistake and run away from the field instead of toward it? I knew
Hello, Dad. Didn't expect to see me here, did you?
What is it, Martin? Anything happen? Speak quietly if it's bad news. Don't give this old buzzard the satisfaction of knowing it.
It's pretty bad, all right. I've been kicked off the team. For cause.
Anything you're ashamed of, son?
No, Dad.
Then don't worry about it.
Place kick, fellas. I'll kick it, Turner, you hold it. Right. Go. That three-point lead is going to be plenty tough, Coach. Of course, you know what you're doing. But we need Marty Granville in that quarter. Couldn't you?
No.
First, the father runs the wrong way for a touchdown. Then the son makes a big noise about playing football but doesn't play. Can you blame me if I wouldn't risk any money with you?
Hey, you big windbag!
Oh.
Just a minute, Dad. If you two fellas are going to start that again, I'm going to take a walk. I'll see you at the second half, Dad.
So, I'm an old windbag, am I? Why, you poor flesh enough. Now, let me tell you what...
I wonder what the coach has against Marty. I asked him, but he wouldn't tell me.
I don't know.
Now, if he'd heard about our drinking at Ashley's, I could understand it. But then if he'd caught one of us, he'd have caught us all. I don't know. It's got me down.
Listen, Jack, I'm gonna...
All right, time's up.
There you go.
Not so bad. The 3-0 lead should hold them. It looks like I've gotten Granville out of the game for good.
Yes, sir. There's more than one way to kill a cat.
Still looking for that son of yours? I knew he couldn't stand the gap.
Now's the time to show it.
All right, fellas, 45.
Right.
Are you hurt?
Oh, it's my ribs, Jay.
Time out. Can I help you?
Can't breathe.
Take it easy, fellow. You'll be all right. This is tough. It should happen just now. I wonder who the coach will send in.
Marty GRanville.
Oh, if he only would.
He will, Jay. If I tell him the truth.
What do you mean?
Marty made me promise not to tell. Said it was for the good of the team. Now it's for the good of the team I'm telling. That's right, isn't it, Jay?
Listen, Buzz. If you know anything, spill it. And spill it quick.
Last night,
Why didn't you tell me this before the game?
I couldn't. Marty made me promise not to tell you. You understand, don't you, Coach?
Yes. I understand.
Bill, Ollie, Mark, Ed, Goody, find Martin GRanville for me. I don't care where he is. Find him. Tell him to put on the uniform and get out on that field. Tell him I said so. Hurry!
And you've been running the wrong way ever since. Your son's just the same.
GRanville! GRanville!
Yes?
Not you, mister. I'm looking for a football player.
He left you at the end of the half. Went that way.
Thanks. GRanville, Marty! GRanville!
And now, snicker, you old miser. The best thing you do.
How do you know?
Marty! Marty GRanville! Marty GRanville!
I wonder what's happened.
I don't know. Something is going wrong.
Marty! Marty GRanville!
Here. What do you want?
Get in your uniform, Coach says. Hurry!
Oh, boy.
I know all about it, Marty. I'm sorry. Get in there and relieve Ferber.
Any instructions?
Yes. Win the game.
Placing Ferber at quarter. Ferber out. Good luck, Marty.
28. Go deep, Joe.
Grandstand. He'll break yet. He can't last. With one more minute to play, don't be a sap all your life, game.
I know all about it, Marty.
Forget it. 1 minute to play and 40 yards to go. How about it, Jack?
It's all yours.
All right, I'll call for 33. And whatever happens, get down across their goal line. Got it?
Whatever happens, I'll be there.
All right, 33, fellas.
3, 4, 9, 7.
This one's for the old man.
More than one way to kill a caddy. You poor sap, you never got above the kitten class.
Oh, come on.
How about the Granville family having dinner tonight with the Gaines family?
Great. Just as soon as I take Pat back from the tea dance.
You take Pat back from the tea dance. Why, I'm doing that.
Oh, you're wrong. Pat and I are engaged. She's wearing my fraternity pin.
She's wearing your fraternity pin. Why, she's wearing mine.
Here. Don't fight, boys. If you want your pins back, drop us a card at Niagara Falls. We're going there on our honeymoon.
Pat!
Say!
That's what concentration does for you.
And I don't know which one of you boys to kiss first.
Well, the answer to that is neither one. Goodbye, boys.
Bye. Venice, Niagara, you know.
Begging your pardon, sir, but if you're going away on your honeymoon, how do you expect me to work my way through college? I've been so happy in your employ, and I hate to go back to pressing pans.
Well, why not peddle subscriptions? You know, the American Girl, the Ladies' Home Companion.
Could I interest you in a subscription to the Ladies' Home Companion, sir?
Not me, Abraham. I am the Ladies' Home Companion.
Oh.
Abraham.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very good, sir.
Ready, Martin?
Never mind the Martin. Just call me Dummy.
Right.